Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do a reading for you. Scorpio, it is for the week ahead. How are you, my psychic friends? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. We are looking this week at, Lenormand and Kipper. We're going to throw some tarot at it as we usually do. Let's find out what's going on for you. For you, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Let's figure out what's going on. We'll start with this deck here, and we'll move to the Kipper. Let's find out what's going on for you, Scorpio. If you're brand new and you've never been here before, thanks for giving this a shot. Thanks for being here. And there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner of this little square where I live if you're interested in staying and joining this really big Scorpio tribe. And if you are someone who is always here, my Scorpio, my ever-loving Scorpios that always show up, thank you so much for doing that. Let's find out what's going on for you. We start with the rider here, and then we have the owls. Look, there's some information that's incoming here. It looks like you're going to learn about something that has been hidden in the shadows, I want to say. There is wow, isn't that interesting? It's good news. Whatever's showing up here is good news. We've got the clover here, and that's all about good luck, about good things happening. For some of you, it could be money. We do have the 6 of diamonds down the bottom right-hand corner, which is the 6 of pentacles. So for some of you, it is money that's going to be given to you. For others of you, I feel like what's coming into balance here, because the card number 2, and then we have card number 12. It could be a partnership, right? 12s break down to a 3. But this is intuition. This is card number 12, which is Pisces energy. So you might have a Pisces placement. You don't have to. But the rider, pardon me, is the one that's showing up with information. You can see that she's got a letter in her hand, right? And the fact that we've got a rainbow here and we've got the 9 of hearts or the 9 of cups in the bottom right-hand corner tells me that you're about to get some good news. Now, the 7 of diamonds is in the bottom right-hand corner. It almost feels like it's something you've been waiting for. That's the 7 of pentacles. Some sort of good news you've been waiting for. It could be about a loved one or somebody that you really have a loving respect for. This is happiness. This is excitement, but it also can be love. Whatever it is, somebody is speaking up here. We've got the Queen of Swords on the bottom right-hand corner. So it's going to be truthful and honest, whatever the energy is that's showing up for you here. Let's get some Kipper on the table, and then we'll get to some tarot. Tell me more about Scorpio, please. For the week ahead, Scorpio, you know I always read for the week ahead, right? Whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year, always for the week ahead. Tell me about Scorpio. What else do we need to know? Okay. Some of you are getting good news about a house, possibly. But look, that's card number 20, and 20 in the tarot is judgment. So I feel like there's a judgment coming down, which means some of you could be buying or selling a house. Maybe the house you wanted is becoming available, but for some of you, you're getting the house in the divorce, or there is something being left to you. Somebody is possibly leaving something to you. It's something you've been waiting on, and we do have adjudication. So it feels like there's something lawful that's involved. Again, we're showing duplicate numbers here, synchronicities, right? We can see 1 and 2 is 3, and then we have the 30 here. But when we break it down, it breaks down to a 3. So I feel like it's the energy here is telling me that you are there. For some of you, it might be a lawful judgment that's coming down. Somebody left you something, an inheritance, something to do with a family home. But it feels like the information that you're getting is good. The message is good. But it is a judgment that's being made. So I feel like this could be a legal judgment that's being made for some of you. Judgment also is an indication that something has ended, so something else is about to begin. We've got the official person. This is very interesting. So Scorpio, the official person's here. And to me, the official person is somebody who shows up, who's got the last word, right? To me, this is the King of Swords. This is somebody who signs the affidavit, signs the document, signs the legal agreement. It is somebody who makes things legal and binding. The official person is the one who brings the news, and you can see that this person has a sword at their side, right? This person is being exact with their truth. So it is good news because we do have the clover. It's something that's going to bring you into balance. Look, we have more synchronicities. You might be seeing 2, 2, 2. You might be seeing 3, 3s. We've got 4 2s in this reading here. 2, 4, 6, 8. It is about you, right? 8s are about the self. It's also about putting in the hard work into something. And then we've got 3s here. 3 and 3 is 6, which is reciprocal energy. it's right around the corner. It feels like it's good news that's right around the corner here, because we've got this 9 here with these tulips. And the tulips can be a surprise or excitement that's going on. Bottom of the deck, a message. Look, there's something that's arriving for you, Scorpio. Let's find out what it is. Let's pull some tarot and find out exactly what's going on here. Tell me about Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Scorpio, there is a sale coming up, 10% off any type of reading that you want, but the sale is for the month of February, or sorry, from the 1st to the 15th, but of course, in honor of sort of the month of love, but it doesn't have to be a love reading that you're booking. 10% off. Please look for the pinned code in the comment section, at the top of the comment section. Tell me about Scorpio, please. That begins the 1st of February, by the way. Tell me about Scorpio. What else do we need to know about this situation? Wow. Scorpio, something's going down, friend. There's been a spotlight on this home or this house on a judgment that's being made. So it does feel like somebody's buying or selling or receiving word that's going to make them happy. The rider is here, which brings in, like, the rider's coming in on a rainbow. This is the house you can see is at the end of the rainbow, right? Something really great is about to happen here. Maybe within the family. Maybe it's not about a house, but maybe it's a legal judgment that's coming down about a family, possibly. But it's a breakthrough, is what it is. That's the Sun. First card out is the strongest, right? So it's a breakthrough of sorts. You're going to be seeing something really clearly here that you haven't seen in a while. Or you've been waiting for, because the 7 of Pentacles is here. It feels like you've been waiting for this news to show up, and you are going to be getting a message. And number 7 for me is 7s are heaven. We do have the false person here. So I'm going to say be careful. Be careful of who the message comes from. Make sure that the honest and truth comes from the official person. So don't believe anything everybody says, right? What else do we have here? We do have the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. The Sun. This is a brand new beginning for you, Scorpio. Whatever was being held back here, this knowledge is coming to light. You no longer are going to have to wait for this. But I feel like if it is a situation, and this might be very specific or particular for someone, but if there is a situation where somebody's been trying to hold back what is owed to you, I feel like this in one respect, and it's not for all of you, this is probably very specific, but it does feel like somebody left something to you, but someone's contesting the will or contesting the information. I feel like it goes to adjudication and it's said in your favor. I feel like the official person or the judge is going to be the one who gives the official news here, but this is going to cause a brand new breakthrough and a brand new beginning for you here. And this is something that I feel is added to your life as an asset, right? Because this person is very confident. They are somebody who maybe has built themselves by themselves. Like, it feels like maybe you were the odd man out of the family. Maybe you were the one person that everybody forgot about, or maybe you didn't get along with the family and all of a sudden grandma left everything to you or uncle left everything to you. Like, it feels like that sort of energy here. We've got the Queen of Swords, and so it does feel like something is about to be said that is very honest and truthful here. What do we have here with the Queen of Swords? We have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups feels like it's a new beginning of us being able to speak to each other in a way that is not so harsh. When the Ace of Cups shows up with the Queen of Swords, for me, it softens her blow. Like, she's someone who's always going to, I say she because there's a woman on the card, but y'all know I read for feminine and masculine. We're not reading body parts here. We're reading feminine, masculine energies. I'm an energy reader, not a body parts reader. And so we have with this Ace of Cups and the Queen of Swords, it does feel like somebody is going to be a little soft in their delivery. It almost feels like somebody comes to you licking their wounds. Like, it feels like they didn't expect for you to have the result that worked in your favor. Now, maybe this isn't about a house. Maybe this is about a family brawl. Maybe this is about something that was going on that required a third party to show up and bring the official which could be a notary. It could be someone who settles a financial dispute within a group of people. But it does feel like once people realize that you are now in the Nine of Pentacles, because I feel that whatever is showing up, whether it is somebody's deciding you're the person for the job, this is the house for you, this is abundance, and it comes out working out good for you. This could be the raise you've been waiting for. This could be moving into a higher position, which is you being now the district manager. Maybe you're flying about the country. Like, it feels like there is some really good news that is showing up here. And the fact that we're showing pentacles tells me that it is going to be showing up in the pentacle world. But it almost feels as though people underestimated you, Scorpio. And sometimes that will happen because you move in the shadows, right? I'm not saying you're shady. I'm saying that you move quietly, you move strategically, you do what you have to do. You're very honest and truthful with the way that you move. And I feel I'm speaking to someone who is very honest and truthful in their dealings. And I feel like this is like a blessing that's coming to you because you are honest and truthful in your dealings. Somebody's going to be way up in their head about all of this. And I don't think it's you. I think it's somebody who thought they had one up on you, Scorpio. It feels like somebody who thought they had one up on you and they just don't. Tell me what's going on here with the rider in the house. What is this here? The Judgment and the Rider. It's like you get an official letter that brings the official word. And it allows you to lay something to rest so you can have some sort of a new structure, new beginning, or you can go on a different path than you've been on previously. Tell me about this. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. It is definitely something that is going to give you stability, abundance. And I'm not just talking like money. I'm talking like maybe it has a great big sprawling land that you're going to be able to plant. Like it feels like it's going to help you with your health. Like it feels like it's something. Oh, look at that. The Judgment card did show up. So it's something that is going to allow you to take a different trajectory in your life that you wished and you hoped for. Is what it feels like, whatever the situation is. And you've been waiting for it for a very long time. So we have the Knight of Pentacles here. We have the Seven of Pentacles here. It's all about waiting. I feel like, I don't feel like you were sitting there looking out the window saying, where's my stuff? I feel like you were just kind of working really hard. Seven of Pentacles is about waiting, but it's also about, I'm putting in so much work here. Is anything ever going to come from this? Like, am I ever going to get back what I've put into it? And I feel like the official word is coming from the official person. So it feels like somebody is actually showing up to say, yep, you're absolutely going to be restored, either with by getting the job or getting the money, getting the house, whatever family brawl is going on here. We've got 12, and that is the owls. And the owls are all about wisdom, but they're also about transformation. When owls show up, sometimes it can be in a situation where maybe a loved one has passed, and then all of a sudden you see an owl, and that's to tell you that that person is with you. Owls are very wise. They're very quiet. It's silent, right? When owls fly, owls are silent. Like other birds, all the other big birds, you can hear the flapping of their wings. So for instance, like a goose, right, would be a good one. As they come in, you can hear them honking and flapping. But with an owl, owls are silent. Like you never know when an owl's around until you finally see it in the tree. So I feel like that you've been waiting silently for something to be said in your favor. And I want to say that the storm's behind you now. That you've been silently and quietly been in your strength, holding back, not saying anything, not fighting with anyone, and waiting for the result to come about. I feel like the Six of Wands is telling me that you are the victor. You're the one that's getting the victory. We do have the Four of Cups, and you thought that maybe your plea, because it feels like it's gone to a legal place, your plea would be rejected. We do have the Five of Wands. Look, I kind of love this because all the people that were talking about you, Scorpio, all the people that were smack talking you, like when I see this particular Five of Wands, these people are so engaged in gossip that they don't even see that this person's dress is caught on fire. Like for me, this is the arguments or the fights or the backbiting when I see it in this particular deck. But I want to say that this Five of Wands is telling me that there are going to be people who are going to be shocked that you are the victor, that it's coming out in your favor. Look at that lady's face. Look at that lady's face. She's like, what? You're giving it to Scorpio? Like it feels like that. Tell me about the Clover, card number 2. And we've got 22, which is the official person. The good news brings great balance to your life here. Whatever the good news is, it's going to be different for all of you. It doesn't have to be the specific thing that I mentioned. So we have the King of Wands, we have the Temperance card, and we have the Page of Pentacles. You know what? This is something that is going to bring such beautiful and complete solitude, comfort, stability, healing to your life, that you're going to be able now to power forward. It almost feels like this left you in a place of lack. This left you in a place where everybody was arguing, fighting, backbiting. I feel like you had backed away and you were in some sort of comfort zone, or you were trying to avoid people. I'm just looking at this 4 of Cups here. Feels like you were trying to avoid confrontations. Like, I don't want it until somebody tells me that it's mine for sure. It feels like that kind of energy here. The 8 of Cups tells me you're walking away. It's now time for you to pull away emotionally. I feel like this is very good news, whatever it is. It feels like it is something that is going to give you this confidence that you've never had, or that maybe you've always had, but it's a confirmation because the Sun is next to the 9 of Pentacles. It's a lot of money, or it's property, or it's a house, or it's an upgrade in the corporate world. You get the job that you wanted, but it's not like the entry-level job. We don't see any pages here. We see the 9 of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. We see somebody who brings the official word, who probably has someone agreeing with them, and somebody who is going to put you at the front of the line. We've got 9s here. It feels like it's around the corner here. Yeah, 8 of Cups we've got here. All right, let's pull out a few more cards here. Tell me more about Scorpio, please. Tell me about the world, the Fool and the Sun. Look, there's a brand new chapter that's showing up here for you, and it is so bright, you better put the damn shades on, friend. There's a big breakthrough coming here. This could be something that has to do with children. Take it as it resonates. You might not have kids, but it feels like something is being given to you so you can protect it for the kids, for some of you. Again, the 5 of Wands shows up. So there was a lot of back and forth, a lot of tug and pull. It feels like there was a lot of arguments and fights, pulling back and forth on this situation until it finally is set in your favor. We've got the 6 of Pentacles. Look at all the money being dropped into their hands. So I feel like you're finally over the 5s. We've got the 5 of Wands, the 5 of Wands. The 6s are being over the hump of the lack situation, of the arguments and fighting, right? 10 Wands are here next to each other. We've got 5 Wands and 5 Wands. So you're going to be able to drop your burdens in the week ahead because something is showing up for you. There it is. Look, it's coming in as a tower. It's going to shock the pants off everyone. Not only you, but it's going to shock other people as well. Tell me more. Got the 3 of Swords, and some people are just not going to be happy with it. You know what it feels? This tower here feels like it is a blessing, I want to say. Because as the tower falls, and as the old life or the old situation or the situation that you've been enduring up to here, as the tower falls and shows you that that was an illusion that you had built back there, that wasn't really where you were supposed to be or what you were supposed to be doing, a lot of people will see a tower moment as something that's terrible. And on its face it is. Look, it's a shit show. It's shifting, it's changing. And look, I'm a fixed sign, you're a fixed sign, right? You're a Scorpio, I'm a Taurus. Change is hard, right? We would prefer to make the change on our own, but sometimes the tower shows up, and I really feel like when the tower blows apart here, what pours out of it is love. Like it feels like you have it almost feels like you drop to your knees and you're in gratitude to your source, to your God. Thank you so much that it's over. Because it feels like this is almost like because it's next to the Ace of Cups for me, it feels like it's almost like a healing or a purging. Like it feels like a purging of something that was painful or awful or hurtful. Tell me about this tower. Tell me about the tower. It feels like this Queen of Swords says something. Whoever this is, could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, right? We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. We've also got Aries. We've got Virgo and Pisces. By the way, we also have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. It does feel like, oh, it's interesting. The Queen of Swords is here and the Queen of Swords is here. So it feels like something's being restored. Like it looks like terrible because you're going to experience a tower. And I feel like for you, the tower is love, or the tower is an outpouring of healing. It shows up that way for you because of something somebody said. Now, when the Queen of Swords speaks, she isn't somebody who's into idle chit-chat, right? There's butterflies around her, and she's got her sword in the air, which means I got something to say. So when this person speaks, it transforms things. Tell me about the tower. Got the Empress. Got the King of Pentacles. Somebody has left somebody some money here. Some money, a house, land, something like that. And we've got the Eight of Wands in the reverse. So it does feel like it's something that you've been waiting for a while. It feels like you've been waiting for the stability, but everything has stopped or stalled. Like it was quiet for a very long time. Maybe the last 8 weeks you've been waiting like with bated breath for an answer about a job or an answer. And I feel like if it's a job, look, I feel like you are getting your dream job is what it feels like. You're getting that dream position, the one that you already applied for and worked really hard for. Maybe you had to go to school for a long time for that, but it feels like a dream job. When the Emperor shows up with the King of Pentacles, come on, there's no other abundance that's bigger than that. It feels like somebody not only levels up in their life, whether you're feminine or masculine, not only do you level up in your life, but when I see the Queen of Swords and the Empress on the table at the same time, it's because someone needed to learn this lesson that was the last lesson you needed to learn, the last piece of wisdom before you became the Empress, whether you're the feminine or the masculine Empress. So the Queen of Swords here is somebody who speaks up, and that person is you, I feel. You finally learned how to stand your ground, how to stand up for yourself, how to speak truthfully and honestly no matter what they say. And it causes a tower. I feel like it's something that you finally stood forward for and said, no, you don't get to treat me that way. And by the way, sit down. I got a few things to say. Like it feels like you're taking charge of a situation. So I feel like you not only level up into the Empress energy, but now you're the most abundant of all of them. So it almost feels like these people back here were kind of, saying, Scorpio, whatever. They think they're hot shit and nothing ain't going to happen, right? These people were talking behind your back. Scorpio's never going to get the job. They don't have the university degree that I have. They don't have the doctorate that I have. Whatever it is, I feel like people were almost mocking you. They didn't understand how strong you really are. And if you want it, you will get it no matter what it takes. Like, don't ever underestimate a fixed sign, right? Like, I feel like it's, for some of you, it has to do with money. That's what this tower is about. And I feel like if it is, you've been waiting for it for a long time. For others of you, it has to do with an inheritance or somebody that you knew that maybe grandma said, look, the house is yours. When I pass, the house is yours. And then everybody contested the will. Or for some of you, it feels like it's a leveling up. It's a lesson of wisdom that you needed, whatever the situation is. It's a lesson in wisdom so you would become the Empress. So you could become self-sufficient. So you no longer need anything. I'm not saying you're turning into a millionaire. I'm saying you no longer have need for anything because all of your needs now are being met. But I feel like the reason that all of your needs are being met is because I feel like you have King of Pentacles energy. I know you're a water sign. You could have Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You don't have to, but I feel like you're a person who always is willing to give back, who's always willing to help, who's always going in and saving the person from the burning building. Maybe you're a firefighter, maybe you're not, but it feels like somebody here is always willing to help another person. And you were in this Eight of Wands energy in the reverse saying, you know what? What's going on? I put in all the hard work, Seven of Pentacles, right? I put in all the hard work. Where is it? Here it comes. That's what it feels like. Yeah, healing. We're moving forward here. We're healing the situation and moving forward. And it's because you've been because nobody pushes Scorpio to the ground. Look, if you're going to take a swing at Scorpio, you better make sure that they hit the ground, don't get up. Because if they get up, that's what happens. Everything changes. This is a turning point in your life. Everything changes from here. So if you've been having a hard time up to here, there's some major, major change. Look, when the sun shows up with the Wheel of Fortune, boom, everything breaks apart. It's never like it ever was. This is a major rearranging of your life, Scorpio. This is going to be the white knuckle ride, man, but I'm telling you, it's going to end up the way it should. The way it always should have been is what it feels like. Scorpio, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go, but I'll be back because I'm always back. Take care, guys. Love you. Bye.